Hello everyone, this is Xi Jia with CGTN. So now I'm at the Farnborough International Airshow, and Farnborough is in the southwest of London, and it takes you like an hour and a half to drive here. So talking of this Farnborough International Airshow, this is the 51st of the airshow, and it happens every 2 years, and it rotates with the Paris International Airshow, and both of these big airshows they take more than a quarter of the commitments and orders from all over the world. So the Farnborough International Airshow, every year there are more than 1,500 exhibitors from more than 100 countries, and among them there are aviation lovers as well as the traders. And yesterday the airshow kicked off here, and it will last for a whole week. And only on the opening day of this airshow, there was 46.3 billion US dollars orders made yesterday. So that is the big. There are many static displays as well as the aerobatic performances as well as entertainments here, and we will introduce you the aerobatic performances maybe the other day, but today I'm going to take you onto the one of the most luxury business jets named Gulfstream G500, which is, it has fans all over the world, and we will take you onto the plane and have a look at it. And now let me introduce my guest today, and his name is Eric, and he flew especially from Melbourne to here to take part in this air show. So Eric, say something to Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Eric. I'm the Deputy Chief Editor of Chinese leading social media in aviation. The name is FAT3 Aviation. And I'm also doing a PhD in aviation in Melbourne, Australia. That's why I flew all the way from Melbourne to here for this air show.
So Eric, it seems that Eric is the expert, and he told me that he love the things about aviation from very young. So what brings you here? Why do you love it so much?
Well, talking about my love for aviation is just, I don't know, it's embedded in my DNA. I love airplanes since I can remember. I don't know why, and that's what brings me here to see all these great planes and all these, flight displays.
Okay, so now let's just get onto the plane and have a look at the interior, and after that we will introduce about the appearance of this plane. Okay, Okay. So now we have entered the interior of this Gulfstream G500, one of the most luxury business jet around the world. And my question is, why the billionaires like the small jet like this, and how it feels like sleeping on it or having coffee.
These small jets, the most important thing about them is exclusive and convenient, because it's not a commercial flight. You can apply to fly anywhere at any time at your leisure. So it's very convenient for the millionaires and for government officials and also loyalties of Qatar. And the reason that you can fly anywhere at any time, one of the reasons for that is because both normal commercial jets fly altitude. That's why they can.
Closer look at the sofa, and I know that the adjustment any angles because it make the.
Yes. One can even turn into a flatbed. Would you like to try it?
Oh, okay.
I'll see. Sorry.
Please, you sit. Take a seat, please.
pretty much turn into a flatbed.
Okay.
Turn.
Oh, okay.
And make it more comfortable, into a flying.
Signal is not that here inside the cabin, so maybe we will get off first and then Gulfstream G500.
You want to have a look at it? Okay.
I don't know whether the signal is okay now. The flight deck, right?
And fancy flight that I have ever seen. Apparently, they have touch screen there for the pilots. See the top panel, the 3 screens are touch screens, so the pilots can just control a lot of the function of the plane with their fingertips instead of using turn buttons and switches.
Okay, so let's go down first because the signal is not that good. And look from outside. We can see this G500 is just 1/3 of the other one, the Boeing 777. It's just like 1/3 of it, right?
Yes, it's basically almost 1/3 of the length of a 777. This 777 here is actually the largest one of the 777 family at the moment. It's over 70 meters long, and this jet is only 26 meters, I think.
Okay.
26 meters long, so it's almost triple of that.
Okay. And what about the window? Why is that shape
Oh.
in a round shape?
Yeah, as you can see, the window in the round shape is because if it's in a square shaped, the corner of the and that's gonna tear it apart. We have already learned from that for many years. That's why all the aircraft windows are round. But you can see on the Gulfstream, because it's a very small aircraft, they can have an extra large window because the structure of the aircraft is very strong. So the window is
And I know that I don't know because there are many planes flying.
background noise,
Yes, over our head, so it may be a little bit noisy. And I know that there are several of the very famous films that show this appearance of this plane, right?
Yes, Gulfstream being one of the most famous executive jet brand, the different series of Gulfstream planes has shown in a lot of different movies. I think one of them show in the Iron Man 2, where Tony Stark's girlfriend / assistant Pepper have took on one of them, but not this one because this one is a brand new. They released it in 2014, and they're going to deliver the first jet. Not shown in any movies yet, but a lot of the predecessor of this plane has shown in many of the movies, including X-Men Origin Wolverine as well. You know better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so we are curious about inside. I was told that it takes 30 seconds to make a coffee, or because the service here is so supreme that it has customized. It's like to take this plane, and you can order what you want to have, and the cook will just select the very dishes that and buy especially for you to make what you want, right?
Yes, of course. Being the private jet, it means everything is private to you. So you have your own. The owner of the plane, what they want, so they can have the best coffee machine in the world to fit in the plane.
Yeah.
They can have steak cooked to order. Yeah, they can have everything.
So I know that most of them have at most it takes like 19 people, right?
Oh
inside?
yes, for this one, for the G500, it takes 19. So in terms of private jets like this, in this category, is one of the big ones. But obviously, nowadays we have seen Qatar has done with even bigger jets, but this is one of the large ones.
Okay, okay. And my another question is that I'm curious if I want to, if I'm a rich man, do I have to buy one rich woman? Sorry. So do I have to buy one?
Okay, so if you are really, really rich and you can afford to pay for the parking of this jet and pay for the maintenance yourself, obviously you can buy one like the Qatar government. But also you can rent it, you can lease one from one of the many private jet companies. They have a lot of private jet companies that buy this aircraft. They put it in the airport and they wait for you to lease them. And it's obviously for a very expensive price. But yes, if you're
How
rich.
much is?
It really depends on how urgent your flight is, because the more urgent it is, it's harder to apply for a route. And then also it depends on how far you're flying, how many ground time you want the jet to be at the destination waiting for you, and everything. So it can start from as easy as 10,000 US dollar per hour in terms per hour. Yeah.
Okay. So what if I want to buy it? How much is it?
Well, I believe this one starting around maybe a few millions, or nearly 10 millions. Yeah, because you have to pay for it. It doesn't come with it.
Okay. So do you know where are most of the owners of the plane? I heard that they're from like Qatar or some very rich regions, right?
Well, yes, a lot of I think some of the film stars, the very big ones, have them, and then very rich company presidents obviously has them. Bill Gates, people like that. Yeah, but also government officials. Yes, and yeah. So if you want to have one of these, you not only have to think about the price. The money that you need to pay for your own flight attendant, your own pilot. So that adds up. A lot of smart businessmen will choose to not spend this kind of money, but to lease one when they want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this speed, what does
Yeah.
it mean? The long range speed.
See here, this is the specification. The long range speed, Mach 8.85. Mach is means the speed of sound. Like, so if it's Mach 1, it means it's as fast as the speed of sound.
Okay.
And then Mach 0.85 means that it's like 85% of the speed of sound that it can cruise. Gives it the longest range.
Okay, and let us take a look at the performance of the plane.
Yes.
Gulfstream G500 range. So
Yes.
like in these countries or in this area, there are this.
Yes,
plane?
okay. So this means, this line means that from Doha, it can fly non-stop to places like Beijing, Hong Kong, Johannesburg. If it takes even less passenger, then it can also fly to Cape Town, which is rather far away from it. So yeah, but this range is given on the, yes, you can see the Mach 0.85 speed with only 8 passengers on it and 3 crew members, and also comply with the fuel reserve that's required by the regulatory bodies. So that's a very specific range. In real life, it may be shorter than this. Yes.
Signal. Just let us have a pan look of this. We are standing among different kinds of the planes,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
And what's that yellow one?
Oh, the one with the yellow engine. It has a turboprop and a jet version. This is the turbo. It can perform a lot of different missions. Airports, commuter routes, but now they use it for things like sea rescue, and earlier today we see that they use it for the parachute functions.
Okay, and I know this one is the aircraft, right?
This is the moment. So it's Boeing 777-300ER. It can sit around the airline's configuration. So for Qatar, they have a very luxury product on this 777-300.
Right?
Oh, the one that you're pointing at, the helicopter, is a part of the attack helicopters of the U.S. Air Force.
Helicopters. So
Yeah.
those are
One is a helicopter, is the AH-64 Apache, and the one to the right is the C-130. The one man standing on the top. It's a military transport. Soldiers or MVs, Humvees.
just different from others.
This is a turboprop engine, so that means it has the fan that's exposed outside instead of like the 777 is enclosed in a nozzle. But this one is basically the same. This is the same rationale behind it. Yeah.
Okay.
So one of the interesting one is actually the Air Italy one. This one behind us, this is one of the latest member of the Boeing family. It's the 737 MAX 8. As you can see on the nose of the aircraft, it's right there, 737 MAX 8. They are subsidiaries in Italy. And this is the middle class single aisle jet that's flying, typically like from Guangzhou to Beijing or Italy to London, place like that. Yeah.
Okay.
This is one of the latest aircraft.
Okay, so we can see that. And as I said, the International Airshow will last from July the 16th to the 22nd. It will last for a whole week, 7 days. So please just focus on CGTN's Facebook, and we will bring you more very exciting moments here. For tomorrow, maybe we will bring you the on Friday or on Thursday. We are going to have some entertainments, and many young people, they will try to play the rockets themselves with X in it to see whether it's stable enough. So it sounds very interesting. So just thanks for watching. Bye.